In today's show, Bitcoin hitting $59,000 would be extremely healthy, says trader, as the Bitcoin price retreats. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis from crypto analyst Galaxy BTC. And as None Your Business shares here, Bitcoin dips are transitory. And Michael Saylor reminds us Bitcoin to $200,000 is inevitable. Also in today's show, Bitcoin derivatives markets are healthier than in quarter one, says Arcane Research after fresh leverage shakeout. As they share right here, the basis is much lower now than when Bitcoin traded above $60,000 in April, indicating a healthier market. Also in today's show, breaking news, Miami's Mayor Francis Suarez announces that his city will be the first in the U.S. to give a Bitcoin yield from Miami coin as a dividend directly to its residents. I'll be breaking this down for you. Also in today's show, Bitcoin is the lowest risk asset that investors can buy, says MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor, and explains why. Also be breaking down the highlights from his new interview with Pompliano entitled How Bitcoin Goes to $10 Million a Coin, and quoting him here, is it good for Bitcoin if JPMorgan, Goldman Sachs, and Bank of America issue $10 trillion of USD stablecoins and start handling Bitcoin and selling it to their institutional investors? Yeah, it's good for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to $1 million per coin and then $10 million a coin. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ether, many of the alts are currently correcting and in the red. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go next? Find out all this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. The goal is to get to 50,000 subs, and as you can see, we're less than 100 subs away. If you like getting that crypto, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium Crypto News Alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick, before I kick off today's show, today's episode is brought to you by iTrust Capital, the world's largest crypto IRA platform with over $3.5 billion in transactions. If you're looking to buy, sell, or trade crypto tax-free, look no further than iTrust. Not only can you trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as the top cryptocurrencies, you can also trade physical gold and silver. And yes, they are backed by Coinbase Custody with a $320 million insurance policy, so you can have peace of mind knowing your crypto assets are safe and secure. And have a special promo they're running right now where you can get $100 in free Bitcoin when you open up your tax-free crypto IRA account today with iTrust Capital. Use my referral link you see here in the description, which is itrust.cryptonewsalerts.net. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and set up your crypto IRA account today. Claim your $100 in free BTC, and let's start stacking that crypto tax-free. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. How's it going, crypto fam? Holla at your boy in the live chat. Bitcoin dipped below $64,000 this morning on November 12th as the come down from new all-time highs continued to unnerve, as you can see here in the Bitcoin 1-hour candle chart. Now, data from Cointelegraph Markets Point Trading View captured fluid market conditions on Friday with Bitcoin/USD acting in a $2,000 range. The pair has spent the previous day tracing sideways, behavior that was now showing signs of breaking down. And for popular analysts, however, such Bitcoin price action was not only expected, but welcomed, as Michael Saylor shares here. Bullish or bearish for Bitcoin? And on-chain analyst Willy Woo responded, sideways. And checking out the latest from Galaxy BTC, he wrote, yesterday's retest was needed to continue the bull run in a healthier manner. I think we will start pumping harder now. And in this chart, it shows us bouncing all the way up to $75,000 per BTC. And he also shares here a drop to 59 to 61,000, followed by some consolidation, would be the best way to continue the bull run, in my opinion. Might not happen, but it would be extremely healthy for both Bitcoin and alts. Be prepared either way. So there you have it. And checking out this other tweet from Band-Aid Pop, he says Bitcoin to $200,000 is inevitable. I agree 100%, only a matter of time. In fact, Max Kaiser says his $220,000 year-end price prediction is still in play. Let me know if you agree or disagree with these crypto analysts. Meanwhile, the funding rates remain slightly elevated on the exchanges, with the exception of Binance and Bybit, further hinting that a potential price dip could follow. And at the time of this recording, Bitcoin is currently fluctuating at around the $64,000 mark, down $1,000 in a single hourly candle. Now let's discuss the altcoin market. It was a similar story amongst the alts, with Ether matching Bitcoin's roughly 2%. Daily losses in several of the top 10 cryptos by market cap saw deeper losses of 6% or more. These including high flyers Solana and Polkadot, as you can see here in the Polkadot 1-hour candle chart. Now, before I break down next story of the day, Bitcoin derivatives markets are healthier than in quarter one, says Arcane Research after fresh leverage shakeout, as well as breaking news. Miami will handle hand out free Bitcoin to residents from profits on their city's coin, as well as Bitcoin is the lowest risk asset that investors can buy, says MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor, and explains why, as well as his $10 million Bitcoin price prediction. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ether, and many of the alts are currently correcting and in the red, with Bitcoin down 1.5% for the day, trading just under $64,000. We have Ether down 2%, trading just above $4,600. Solana down 4.5%, trading at $228. Polkadot down 4.5%, trading at $46. And Cardano down almost 4%, trading just above $2. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Bitcoin shook out leveraged traders in a classic style this week, but new data suggests that the market is broadly healthier than earlier in the year. That's right, highlighting findings from its latest weekly newsletter. Data analysis firm Arcane Research showed how aligned the futures markets have become in quarter 4 of 2021. And as we all know, healthier market keeps bullish bias sustainable, and with a sudden Bitcoin price correction causing maximum pain for leveraged long traders on Wednesday, sentiment has started to waver over the market strength. This is unwarranted. Figures suggest as structurally, derivatives markets are much more solid than they were during the initial run-up to 64,900. Back in April, an Arcane focused on the so-called futures basis, the difference between Bitcoin spot price and the futures price on various exchanges. January to April 2021 witnessed a sharp rise in the 3-month basis, this hitting a top of 46% and 45% for Binance and FTX, respectively, at April's Bitcoin/USD all-time high. And by contrast, the CME Bitcoin's futures traded at just a 12% premium at the time. However, not only are all three providers practically equal, but the basis is also much lower, even as Bitcoin surpasses its April performance. Currently, Binance, FTX, and CME have premiums of 14%, 13%, and 8% respectively. And quoting Arcane Research here on Crypto Twitter, the basis represents the gap between the spot and futures price. A high basis signals a bullish bias in the futures market. The basis is much lower now than when Bitcoin traded above 60,000 in April, indicating a healthier market, as you can see right here in this chart. Now, there's only days left until the first Bitcoin spot ETF decision. The pace change among institutions when it comes to Bitcoin exposure is becoming all the more telling. Gold, which has seen lackluster price performance over an extended period compared to BTC, is rapidly losing out as investors opt for the predominant cryptocurrency, and Grayscale, operator of the largest Bitcoin fund, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, has now surpassed the assets under management of the world's largest gold fund. And Bitcoin futures ETF products are also setting records, while prospective operator Bitwise this week said it would swap its plans for a spot-based product. And in just 2 more days, on November 14th, United States regulators are due to give a decision on the first spot-based ETF from Van Eck. And if this gets approved, you already know, fam, FOMO like a mofo. And before I break down our next breaking story of the day, Miami will hand out free Bitcoin to its residents from profits on their city's coin, as well as Bitcoin is the lowest risk asset investors can buy, says MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor, as well as I break down his $10 million Bitcoin price prediction. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting just under $2.8 trillion with $127 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And the current Bitcoin dominance is 43.3%, with the Ether dominance at 19.7%. And checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Decentraland leading the pack up 28%, trading at $3.23. The Sandbox up almost 16%, trading at $2.69. And Algorand up 6.8%, trading at $2.13. Now, which altcoins are you currently most bullish on during Q4 of this bull run? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 74 out of 100 in greed. Yesterday was a 77, last week a 73, and last month a 70 in greed. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That could be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. But all right, now let's break down our next breaking story of the day. Every Miami resident with a digital wallet will be eligible to receive a Bitcoin dividend, according to Mayor Francis Suarez. As he shared right here in this interview, breaking the news, Miami will be the first in the U.S. to give a Bitcoin yield for Miami Coin as a dividend directly to its residents. Now, City Coins launched the Miami Coin cryptocurrency in August, which helps fund municipal products by generating yield. And staking Miami Coin has generated yields in excess of $21 million already for the city of Miami. Its reserve wallet converts Miami Coin deposits into USD based on commands from city officials. Now, Suarez said that if yields continue at that rate, it's possible they could entirely cover the city's entire tax needs. And as pointed out here by Parker Lewis, why don't you just tax people less. And he makes a great point. Now check this out. Residents will not have to own any Miami coin in order to be eligible for the free BTC. He said the ultimate aim was to get Bitcoin into the hands of more and more people. And as far as local lawmakers go, Suarez is one of Bitcoin's biggest proponents. Just last week, Suarez and New York City Mayor Eric Adams announced they were going to be accepting their next paychecks in Bitcoin. Their pledge was quickly matched by Jane Castor, the mayor of Tampa Bay, Florida. And in February, Mayor Suarez announced plans to turn the city of Miami into a major cryptocurrency hub by enacting the most progressive crypto laws. And fittingly, this year's Bitcoin conference was also held in Miami, attracting the largest crowd in the annual's event history. And following Suarez's announcement, Miami coin price jumped 18% to a new daily high of 2.3 cents, according to CoinGecko, which you can see right here. And they also have over $1.1 million in daily trading volume. And before I break down our final story of the day, Bitcoin is the lowest risk asset that investors can buy, says MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor, and explains why, as well as I break down for you his $10 million Bitcoin price prediction. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 980 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also, some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my daily letter, which goes out to over 30,000 subscribers every single day. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also, have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell. Help me get to 50,000 subs. Of course, you can follow me on Spotify, home of the Joe Rogan Experience. We're currently receiving over 20,000 podcast downloads per day, as well as on Apple's iTunes and Google Play. You can also follow me on crypto Twitter. My Twitter handle is Crypto News. Yes, and of course, you can follow me on TikTok, Facebook, and Telegram. If you're not in my private crypto Telegram chat, what are you waiting for? Come join the fun. But all right, now let's break down our final story of the day. MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor is telling investors that buying Bitcoin is better than putting their money into traditional assets like stocks, bonds, and gold. In a new interview with John Darsey, the director of business development at alternative investment firm Skybridge, Saylor compares Bitcoin against other assets over the past 10 years. Quoting Saylor here, I think that over the course of a decade, Bitcoin is up 170% a year, every year for a decade. NASDAQ is up 19% every year for a decade, and the S&P is up 14% every year for a decade. Gold is down 6 basis points a year, every year for a decade. Long bonds, 240 basis points. Saylor says that despite the volatility of the benchmark crypto, it offers the highest returns and the lowest risk among asset classes. Quoting him again here, the conclusion you come to is pretty clear. If you can stomach the volatility and novelty of Bitcoin, you're getting paid 10x. If you can't stomach it, you sit in the S&P index. The truth of the matter is the lowest risk thing you can possibly buy right now is Bitcoin, because there's no CEO, there's no corporate headquarters. The product is simple. It's 1/21 millionth of all the money in the network forever. So you're getting away from the board of directors and the employee base and the regulatory nexus and the competition, and you already know there's a demand for non-sovereign store value. Saylor says that despite the concerns about government and regulators imposing a ban, Bitcoin has been recognized as digital property, and notes that its volatile nature might even be favorable to investors who want to buy the asset at a low price. As he shares here, it's scarce. They might say it's a speculative store of value, but if it wasn't speculative, it'd be trading at $10 million a coin right now. The only thing that keeps it going up by a factor of 100 is the fact it's speculative, but otherwise, it seems to me it's a lot more risky to buy gold. It's a lot more risky to buy a company, a stock, and even big tech monopoly. I think the best thing you can possibly have is the volatility that keeps all the conventional thinkers out of the asset, because that gives you a chance to buy it cheap. And to watch this interview between Saylor and Skybridge, check the show notes below the video in the description. And quoting Michael Saylor from a recent interview with Anthony Pompliano entitled "How Bitcoin Goes to $10 Million a Coin," quoting him right here, is it good for Bitcoin if JPMorgan, Goldman Sachs, and Bank of America issue $10 trillion of USD stablecoins and start handling Bitcoin and selling it to all their institutional investors? Yeah, it's good for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to $1 million per coin, and then $10 million a coin, and all the people that believed in Bitcoin over the last decade are going to have the financial wherewithal to create their own companies to do whatever they want. That's right, he ain't telling no lies. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Michael Saylor, and what are your thoughts surrounding his $1 million and $10 million Bitcoin price prediction, and by what year do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to breach that 7-figure mark? My personal prediction is by the year 2025, but holla at your boy in the live chat. And now for a quick recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. Bitcoin hitting $59,000 would be extremely healthy, says trader, as Bitcoin price retreats. Also in today's show, we discussed Bitcoin derivatives markets healthier than in quarter Q1, says Arcane Research, after a fresh leverage shakeout. Also shared breaking news that Miami will hand out free Bitcoin to its residents from profits on its city coin, as well as Bitcoin is the lowest risk asset that investors can buy, says MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor, and also shared with you his $10 million Bitcoin price prediction. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode. Brit Fit Dance wrote, "Thank you, JV, for all your news alerts. I watch them every day. When I'm eating dinner, I responded, thanks so much, Brit Fit Dance. You are awesome. One love." And our next featured comment of the day comes from Ryan Campbell, who wrote, "JV, thank you so much for doing what you do. This is the best crypto channel out there. I listen to your podcast every day on Apple Podcasts while I walk my dog. Your format is awesome, and I've learned so much from you. Peace and hodl on." Thanks so much, Ryan. Greatly appreciate your continued support. Hodl. And our third and final feature comment of the day comes from Nate, who wrote, "Another great update, JV as always. As for Elon, nothing against him in a bubble bath, but I'd rather have seen Wonder Woman amongst the bubbles the entire commercial. Go Bitcoin and go miners too. We shouldn't forget about them. They are cleaning up too, and so are those of us investing in them. Go Bitcoin miners." Right on, Nate. Bitcoin to the moon. Cheers, fam. Hodl. And to be featured on tomorrow's episode, drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. That's right, Bitcoin is the glitch in the matrix. And if you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to help me get to 50,000 subs. And real quick before I go, I want to give a quick shout out to iTrust Capital, the world's largest crypto IRA platform with over $3.5 billion in transactions. If you're looking to buy, sell, or trade crypto tax-free, look no further than iTrust. Not only can you trade the top cryptos such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, you can also trade physical gold and silver. And yes, they are backed by Coinbase Custody with a $320 million insurance policy, so you can have peace of mind knowing your crypto assets are safe and secure. And they have a special promo running right now where you can get $100 in free Bitcoin when you open up a tax-free crypto IRA account today with iTrust Capital. My referral link is here in the description, which is itrust.cryptonewsalerts.net. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and set up your crypto IRA account today. Claim your $100 in free BTC, and let's start stacking that crypto tax-free. And I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.